Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. Tell me the signs whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect, do I look fine? All of that green and yellow that drip from your eyes is tell your demise. I'm with to my side to push back the ceiling and push back the feelings I had to the side. I'll be better tonight, so
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the grand finale of season 1 of Le Mans Ultimate here at IRC. My name is Kapil6 and in the background right beside me is TheRealSD and Dipanshu. Hopefully they'll be joining in a while. But we are here for an exciting climax of the LMU season. It's round 5, it's Circuit de la Sat, the long circuit of it's what, over 4 minutes on the LMP cars. We'll have to see what time they do on GT3 cars. But yeah, it's been a shortish season by IRC standards. We've got Athul, who's more or less dominated the field and set himself up for victory altogether. But the battle for P2, 3, 4 is very, very well up for grabs. Yeah, we have our proud sponsors, Racesims by our side, Gudo, who offer some great custom rigs, wheels, and the lot. So check out their sim racing equipment at racesims.in. So we are just about to start quali. I'm going to switch to the game in just a second. But yeah, it's a 5-lap season. We're going into the holiday season very soon, so it's a good time as any to switch it up. What do we have in store here? We've got the boys all laying down the rubber. We've got 20 minutes. That's not a lot when you think about the grand scheme of things here. It's a longish track, so maybe 3 laps at best is my take on the entire matter. But we'll wait and watch how it pans out. The volume is up. The cars are out on track. They're going to be jostling for position right from the get-go. So we'll have to see who comes out where and for what. Yeah. We've got the lights. There we go. Got the standings up. And then we have light. Fantastic. It's good to see this time around. Let's have a look at what is on the board today. We've got 25 drivers, 26 drivers. Athul Bhaskar is still in the pits. He's going to take his time. Yeah, let's see. Up to next. That would be good. Full turn. Just give me a second. I'm just setting things up on the background. Okay, I think we're good for the action to unfold. Yeah, okay, let's jump into it. Okay, let's stay on board. Who's the first one to get on a lap? I think everyone is on a hard lap. We've got Priyansh Oban, that's a new driver here. Let us see how he pans out. James Rock. Oh wait, I know why he's not audible. Give me a second. Oh, he's not even there. You've got trackside action already? Okay. I think that's just no, that's still the back straight. Track's so long, you just gotta. Wait and wait. The boys to get ready. It's almost already 4 laps in, 4 minutes in. My bad. But just to show you, you know what we're expecting today. This is sweeping right-hander after the long Mulsanne straight. Aradhi Gupta and Vyom Gupta. Gupta is kind of duking it out, at least on the hot lap. As Hardik Puri has started his flying lap, and let's go on board him. He had some menacing pace throughout the season. So yeah, taking the unlock curves oh so sweetly. You got Arif Shakun kind of in his way, not necessarily giving him the best, how shall I say, opener, but he's navigated it very well. Trying to get that perfect exit for the Mulsanne straight. Going into this, I think it's called the quadrant. I have to fix my track knowledge, but that's a very good exit, I must say. Going into that 6th gear and that Porsche ringing, really coming alive after, I believe, is a little over the yellow zone, 6.5, 7,000 RPM. Going all the way up to 285k, braking at the 150. A little early for his liking because he definitely did lose out some time there, but using all of the curve and then some. It's a 38.7 first sector, so I can see on the timing sheet here. And yeah, he's gonna keep going, gonna keep pushing. And it's a lot of waiting in the first section, I must say. But yeah, finding his braking marker, picking 100 meters at that. Not using a lot of the inside left curve, but using a lot of the curve on the right hand corner. Maximizing his exit because it's all about the straights here. First sector and the first sector and a half is all about the long straights. 2 minutes into the lap here. Indianapolis is a fair bit forward, but this is the end of the straight, and finally, yeah, not exactly, but you have to get your bearings right about you. Yeah, let's see. We have SD with us, who I think. Hey SD, how are you doing, buddy?
Good. Apologies for joining here. I think there were some audio issues, but yeah, I am literally pleased to hear the Porsche screen with the first audio on the stream. So that's really good. And Le Mans, of course, with his long straights, is going to be a challenge for all the drivers to keep their tires warm. And we see Hardik Puri going through the Indianapolis corner and going through the final couple of complexes, that is the Ford curves and the Porsche curves. So the Porsche, of course, named infamously after the car, so they should be quick around those areas in the last sector.
It's looking a strong first and second sector. He is at least half a 10 better than the rest. Nate Poacher doing a fantastic middle sector, 95.4 seconds as compared to 95.7. So there's definitely a good straight line speed on Nate there. Tanish Agarwal with a 95.1, so I think he's properly ringing out there. Probably good chance of P1. But the main man on track, we will get back to him in a bit. But yeah, Hardik Puri expertly navigating his way through the Porsche curves, and now it's just the final 2 chicanes to finish off. Let's see how much he attacks it. You don't have a lot of chances here with this long track. A lap going well into 4 minutes. A little tentative on that entry, but a good exit there to do a 4:03.9.
That's provisional pole, but I think there will be quicker times definitely as we see Athul and the other drivers like Tanish trying to set a fast lap time. But it's a good banker here. 20 minutes probably will not get enough laps as compared to other circuits on this calendar. So you have to make your laps count here, especially given how long this track is.
Wow, Tanish making a bit of a mess of the final chicanes there. And he's going to cross the line to go P1 though. That's a good enough lap. 6 tenths ahead of Hardik Pari. So that's a good showing for him. Athul Bhaskar just 1.5 tenths behind Hardik Pari. So a great lap from him, must be said. And he's straight away on the charge for another one. You can't wait around here. You can't have a break lap. You know, you've only got 2 or 3 runs the entire quali session. So you see him pushing the limits, and he's got the sweet slipstream from Imran Khan. So I think he's going to be licking his lips here as he tucks in for that beautiful slipstream.
On board the championship leader, probably the championship winner. We'll figure it out by the end of this hour. So yeah, let's see how quickly he can get his laps together. Going through the Indianapolis corner, the IRC should be decent here. But yeah, he has a good enough section. Goes a little bit wider, goes into the gravel, but still keeps the lap valid as he goes into the final corners, final couple of complexes. Going into the Porsche curves, I think looking at the first sector, he's thereabout. I think, to be honest, that's a very good first sector from him. Again, we are about to reach, after a long straight again, about to leave the Porsche curves. Try to go as left as possible. Keep your car well within the curbs or towards the curbs, and do not understeer wide into the wall here, which is very, very deceptive. Going into the final curbs, again, very deceptive to go wide and then losing the car. Do not cut this corner as much as he takes a lot of room from that. I think he has a lot more pace there. Going into the final, very tricky, very, very messy complexes. Does a good job there, bounces the car off a little, do not hit the red curb there. And that's a safe lap. So what lap time does he do? A 4:04, which takes him to... Okay, he did
it's an invalidation. Yeah, sector 2 never showed up, so I believe it was an invalidation.
That will definitely put him on the back foot again.
Oh, he loses his bearings there on mounting the curve a little too aggressively. But yeah, somehow managed to recover and now continue pushing. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to back out there. Let's see who's doing what where. Don't see a sector timings for Hardik Pari, and he spins out. Commentator's curse.
Probably his session over. We can probably do one out lap and just one time lap. That too, yes, definitely under pressure on the back foot. But yeah, as of now, Hardik Pari is really challenging as that Imran Khan is that, if I'm not wrong, pinning it into the Porsche curves, and Athul Bhaskar again falls prey to that deceptive wall as I was talking about. It doesn't
slams into it.
He doesn't invalidate your lap, but you do get damage. In the race, definitely you're going to get a lot of damage. So let's see how he closes out this lap. I think it's been an 80-ish lap. Going through the final couple of chicanes. I mean, BMW should be good around here. He does not mount it as much. Again, lot of room. He just wants to get the lap in without invalidating, and that's going to be a 4:04.
Losing heaps of time at the exit there. Moves of one position of 4 and a bit tense. And now we got P2 as Araf Shakunt. He's improved a fair bit. Yeah, good lap from him. Under a tenth between the pair of them. We'll go board the leader in just a second, but Athul Bhaskar is on his second time lap. He's going through Indianapolis in just a minute. 38.4 now, so.
He lost 3 tenths from his last lap. So
No, actually, he gained 6
again,
tons from his last time. He was
oh, was it
39.1.
okay? Okay, that's great. That's great. Going into the end of the Mulsanne straight into the Mulsanne corner. I mean, you can probably put another car between this car and the apex there, but still a safe lap, kept it within the track. So this should count. Again, he needs to get a banker in, and possibly he'll have time for another one. So yeah, this is going to be, I guess, a banker. You can consider this as a banker from him, and hopefully he has enough fuel to set another one.
Well, the top 16 are under a second of each other. No, wait, I'm looking at the wrong. Let's look at the capital leader. Give you a little better picture here. You got 2 10s, 4 10s, 6 10s. So yeah, top 6 are under a second. Nobody is really close other than Vyom Gupta. Vyom Gupta got a good showing. Immediately finishes lap. Immediately goes back to the pits and immediately needs to get out because he's got less than a minute and a half for his final run. But yeah, let's go on board the championship leader going into the final sector, 95.2 this time around. Yeah, let's walk through his Porsche curves.
See, it's slower than Vyom, I guess. 95.1 from Vyom last lap. So, yep. The Labo is not going to be that quick in the second sector, but should be decent here. Again, the rear slidey, very slidey, but he keeps well within the track limits, well within the racing line there. So, yeah, again, good couple of corners, definitely good couple of corners. He just needs to close this lap out and set himself up for his final push lap on the last lap of this, or on his last lap in the session. Again, takes a lot of curves, keeps him within the white lines. Doesn't go too wide, and this should be a lap within the 403s, and that's a 403.1, takes him to pole position, provisional pole position.
Pole position for the leader, boys and girls. That's a good lap from him. He's gonna continue. What is the rest doing here? Hardik Pari is invalidated, so he's just trying to get around and go to his final lap. Priyan Shoban, yeah, he is the back of Mahargyan Niyogi, and we got a couple of drivers there, so some nice fish market scenes there. Probably
I think people who are crossing the line as of now that will be their final lap. So yeah, anyone coming out of the pits or not starting their lap are probably have ended this session.
Yeah, looks like to be the case. Shiv Kiran had a rough couple of races last 2 times around. The 2.5 tenths down on his own, but yeah, let's see. It's just the straights. Let's see how he fares.
And you say just the straights, but then it's very easy to lose concentration here through those long straights. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for the drivers to keep it consistent in the 45 minutes we have. So yeah, we'll see who comes out on time. But it looks like as of now, one hand on the championship.
He's already 3.5 tenths up on his lap in the first couple of corners. This man is attacking the corner, the entire track, and then some. I was going to get the exit right. Oh, pitch perfect. 5.5 seconds up on his own lap. This is going to be a stonker of a lap. I can already feel it. Track probably on his best conditions right now. 2.5 minutes to go in the session, but yeah, very very good start for Hardik Pari. We'll come back to him. I know it takes a long while, and meanwhile, talking about times, you've got Athul Bhaskar smashing it out there. He's on 38.4. Hardik Pari has done a 38.2. And Athul Bhaskar with a 94.6 in the middle sector. Is 7.5 tenths up going into Indianapolis to make a break corner here because of that of camberness. You gotta attack it, you gotta set yourself up, especially for this exit because it lines you up all the way for the Porsche Cups and he misses the curve. That's not good. He's lost 2 tenths just on that one
Let's
curve
let's keep
alone.
an eye on Tanish. I think Tanish is going to finish his lap, the first one. As we just see him going over the lap, and that's pole position 9. Nearly a second up on Atul. With that mistake, will Atul have enough lap time on his hand to get over Tanish? Doesn't look like it as of now. Needs 3 tenths, at least in the final sector, to make up. Doesn't look like he's gonna make up. That was mess of a corner there in the Porsche Cups. Then tries to gain back a little, but then car still sparking, bottoming out, gaining a lot of time there. But again, that's just because he's going a little slow and fast out. Again, not the best. Oh, we are sliding. That should be the lap done. Definitely not pole position lap right now because of the mistake. Will he have a valid lap? Because again, do remember, Moto also is improving behind, so he needs to be as close to Tanish Agarwal as possible. Again, it was all over the red curve, and Atul finishes his lap 7 and a bit tenths behind. So again, Tanish, beautiful, simple lap.
Well, you know who is making up for heaps of time is Hardik Pari. He is 1.5 seconds nearly up on his time, and in front of him is the man in P3, Arab Shakunt. He is 5 tenths up in terms of his best lap, but he is half a second up only on his best lap, so he's not doing too well and he's losing time. So we're gonna stick with Hardik Pari, who's on that stonker of a almost pole looking lap here.
No, not really, Kapil. He's half a second off Tanish as of now. If you look at it, so he needs to have at least 4 tenths here on the final sector. Looks like he's gaining. Yes, definitely is. That's another couple of tenths he gained, but then loses it on the exit as he understood wide. This couple of tenths between them. Can Moto have an insane, or Hardik have an insane final couple of corners? Let's see. Breaks as wide as the game will allow. Again, going all over the curbs, literally throwing the car over them. But doesn't look like he will have enough. We'll see. Definitely P2. How close will it be? A tenth and a half away. So yeah, there you go, folks. I think pole has been achieved by Tash.
Indeed, it is superb lap, but he couldn't hook up all the apexes in the Porsche Cups, and that was, I must say, quite ironic and his telltale. But yeah, you've got a 45-minute race coming up next. Priyanshu has not improved. Abdul Mukeet, who is done. Kanak Satam, 1.9 seconds up.
He's gonna be the closest.
He needs 2 seconds. He's got 2 seconds. Will he ace the final set of corners? Will this be the last person? No, he misses Apex 1 and he misses Apex 2 and he is invalidated.
Oh no.
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself there. Easy
No.
P1. Goes to P3. It was not an invalidation. But yeah, that was unfortunate there. Very, very unfortunate end for him.
Yeah, he had it. He had like half a tenth. But then he just needed to get that chicken, just keep it within the white lines and keep it calm. But then, yep, just to gain their advantage, he is not able to achieve that. And yeah, we completely forgot about Kanak, to be honest, in the session. And there you go. He pops it in P3 as of now. And looks like Atul will have some form of defending, or at least if he wants to close the season out with a win, some form of attacking drive that he has to do in the final race of the season.
Indeed. We're looking at the last car on grid. Just completed. I just managed to cross the line going into Indianapolis. He's marginally down on his lap. Oh, we don't watch if they have any improvements. As of now, 2.5 seconds down, 2.2. 3 tenths is minimum what he needs to get into the top 10. But yeah, this showing at least from the rest of the grid. Tanish Agarwal 8B1 Hardik Pari under 210s behind the Merc. Kanak Satam in P3, 3.5 tenths behind. Athul Bhaskar, the leader, the championship leader in P4, 7.5 tenths, almost 8 tenths behind Harish Agarwal. So he'll be kicking himself for the kind of run that he's had. Raj Modi, rest of the rest. P6. So good showing from him. Priyansh Oban in P7. P8 from Harman Randhawa in P9. So he will definitely have something to show for. He's had great pace in the past. He's got great points on offer too. And so does our last P10 driver James Robin, who's been Mr. Consistent throughout the season. So we'll have to wait and watch how he brings it alive come race day. Alright, so that's Priyansh. Sorry, that's not Priyansh. That is Vyom Gupta going into the pits. Solo shear out.
I have probably some news for the audience to follow. Atul currently has a lead on 36 laps or 36 points. So if he finishes P4 and above, he wins the championship regardless of where aspiring change is. So yeah, looks like currently Atul is doing enough. He's starting P4 if I'm not wrong. He needs to finish within the top 4, and the title is for him to take.
Indeed. So Moto is 40-ish points. You've got Dark Knight, James Robin in P4. Kanak
Yeah.
unfortunately missed a race, I believe, or he had some
Mhm.
issues. But he's definitely got that pace. But yeah, everything is out of his hands. We got 3 drivers in the hunt.
Yep. Moto needs to win this race, and irrespective of where he finishes, he would want um, Atul to have a DNF of some sort. So yeah, we might have again 3 drivers fighting it. Although the chances of Atul not winning this is very high. We never know what would happen in the 45 minutes. We saw that in Sebring, the championship rivals did have contact among themselves. So we never know what might happen.
Hmm.
Couple quickly, can you scroll down on the right? Sorry, sorry, team. I just wanted to check on the right hand side of that page. Can you control? No, not this one. The one where you have the localhost knob open.
The what now?
The right hand side. The localhost, the tower on the right side, the right column. You scroll down. I think you can. Can you not control the cameras from here? Not possible. I don't think so. Okay.
No, you can't.
Okay. No worries. No worries.
ED.
Well, let's wait for the race to start. I think we're still in
Teams and
the.
drivers go to the
Yep, there you
grid
go.
for a race start.
We have 3.5 minutes nearly, or more than that, to wait. So we have some time to kill. So we'll see how the race starts out. In 3.5 minutes, we'll have the final race of the season underway. And yeah, I'm looking forward to close out this first season of LMU on with flying colors. So let's see if it's going to be Atul Bhaskar, or is it going to be Moto, or is it going to be aspiring change. We'll figure it out. So folks, for the are we muted, Kapil?
No.
Okay, folks. One more pointer probably for the people who are for the people who are watching. When I say aspiring change, please do have a look out for Apur Semwal on the grid. I think he's having the McLaren, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure exactly. Apur Semwal is P15, so did not have a good session from him, it's going to be even more challenging for him to get at least P4, because if Athul Bhaskar does not finish the race, he has to be P3. He has to be in the top three. So again, look out for him. We'll be looking out for Moto and Atul at the championship leader, who has, again, as I mentioned, 36 points advantage. And if we have a draw, Real 5 PK or Atul Bhaskar will be winning it on more wins. So yeah, um, that's the info we have to play with. And let's see. I think in about a minute and 20, the race will start, and then we will have the checkered flag or curtains on the first season of LMU here in IRC, powered by Racesims.
I'm gonna go on a whim and ask you something little challenging, SD. We've had a good sequence of events in the last 2 quarters of this year. Finished out a season of F1, ACC, then LMU, and we've got AC and Dirt Rally, and constantly going on through the week on week. What can our dear viewers, members, spectators, and community members expect going into the holiday season and maybe even the first month of the coming year? What do we have in store for them?
Yep, definitely. I think the daily races or the weekly time attacks, that will continue in AC. So please, if you are an avid Assetto Corsa enjoyer, definitely do join the weekly time
Formation
attacks.
lap
We do
has
have
started.
a lot of fun, a lot of different track and car combinations. So definitely do join that. LMU will be taking a little break for the holiday season. We'll have certain, let's say, social races if we have enough participation. But we should be looking forward to a new ACC season going into the new year. So do keep a lookout on the announcements. Do join the community. Do join the Discord server to know when we are going to be having this new season of ACC. Also, do note we'll be coming up with a surprise, as we don't want so much GT3 racing to continue. So again, we may have a surprise this season for ACC. We will figure out, or you will find out soon at the start when we announce the season. So yeah, do look out for that, couple.
Okay. There are more than 5-10 great cars on the grid. It just doesn't show. So just gonna keep my eyes on the top 2, top 10. It's that usual nonsense of.
This is something is happening. Some people are teleporting behind.
No, we've got a 20 car limit, so that's why only the top 20 are being shown. The track is.
I don't know why Tanish is here. Exactly. So Tanish just fell back so much. That's why I said some people are falling back. Yeah. So I think he might be having some wheel issues again. Tanish tries to do the best with the tools that he has. So nothing much. I think everyone has slotted into the right positions. Again, hopefully there is no DTs. There is nothing of that sort to worry about, as we are about to go underway. The last couple of corners, Atul takes a very shallow. Again, it has to be too wide. It has to be pit limiter 60 until the green flag drops. Tanish is a little far behind. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how they're going to challenge it. Again, too wide. Going into the start line, we have everyone, and that's green flag, and that is going to be the race start of the final race of LMU this season. 3 cars on the grid. Tanish again taking a good start, to be honest with you, side by side with Atul going into the Dunlop curve. Again, the Mercedes should be good around here, as Motos or Hardik Pai sends it down the inside of Tanish. Has a bit of a nice lap, but Tanish again keeps it cool. I mean, he has lost out a lot in that complex of corners couple.
Indeed. And there's contact there behind. You've got collision, and Raj Modi tumbling down the grid. It was such a good qualifying session. It's curtains for him. That's a really, really bad start for him. But Hardik Pari is moved up into P2 and Kanak Satham in P3. Dhanush Agarwal being the big loser here, moving all the way down to P4. Oh man, that's all of that hard work gone to vain. That's how it looks. Priyan Chauhan very, very close to Ankit Tyagi, looking for a move down the outside, going into the next corner. Yeah, very easy. Ankit Tyagi is just kind of moved into it. But as it stands, loads of slipstream, loads of small gaps. Shiv Kiran now inches away from Vyom Gupta. Vyom Gupta keeping the door open, trying to get that inside line, making a big mess of it and gifting the position, shall I say, to the likes of Shiv Kiran. Akshay K behind, and Aradhya Gupta, who had a very bad qualifying session, all the way down at P15 now, fighting off the likes of another BMW. How will it pan out? We'll have to see. Moving left, moving right, trying to find the right braking point. Oh, Vyom Gupta had to brake way too early. I'm sorry, Akshay K had to brake way too early, and Aradhya Gupta sweeps round the inside, which now becomes the outside. But he's simply, yeah, he's got the pace. He should ideally cross him over and take the line, and so does Nehib Ahuja. Sorry, not Nehib Ahuja, that will be
Akshay. I think that will be James Robin who made the position on Akshay. I think Aradhya and James, again, they did not have a good start. He's trying to capitalize, but couple didn't notice. Danish was on pole, but he did not start on pole.
Did not start on pole. He made that mess.
Yep. He made a mess of that start, definitely, with the problems of ending wheel issues. But
oh, and we missed something.
Yep. We did miss it. Athul has lost a couple of positions. Probably got passed on the straight by the two Beamers. The Beamer and the Porsche. So, again, going side by side into Indianapolis is not something you do, on the dry, forget about in the wet as well. But he keeps it still. Kanak just backs out. Oh, Athul going all over the curb. I mean, that was very, very careful there as the car would bottom out. So, again, he makes a move, very decisive move, and that's him into P2. And again, behind his championship rival. Behind championship rival, Mono or Hadik.
Yeah, Hadik Pari now in the lead in 2 sectors times of fantastic opening lap for him. This is exactly what he needs to claw back those points, and and he's just got to stick it out there. So definitely the momentum is on his side, but it's a long race, lot of slipstream, and then his arch nemesis, the Porsche girls, is what's here. This is where Tanish has been the biggest hotshot, I must say, throughout quali. Now will he be able to keep it on track? Will he be able to put some pressure on the top 3? We'll have to wait and watch. But yeah, a liberal use of the track so far from all the top guys. Yeah, but even Stevens for this sector. Not a flyco for Tanish Agarwal there.
Yep. Do we have rain coming in? I did not check the weather setup or the weather forecast for this race, but we may have. I mean, it looks quite overcast. We may have some rain, and these drivers might be going into that rain shower and try to keep the tires available for them without doing an extra pit stop. So maybe we need to have a look at that. But again, simple as the game suggests, it's going to be, if it's a dry race, it's going to be a simple 50-50 with some tires. Not sure exactly if all drivers will take tires. Athul is known for keeping the same tires and gaining the 12 seconds extra. As we have Kanak trying to make a move, Athul again defending quite well, but this is not going to be helping his championship chances at the end of this race. So he has to keep it chill, not get into any incidents. That Beamer will be quick on the straight, so I think we might see Kanak going into P2 at the end of this race.
Yep, Athul kind of on the back foot here. Yeah, he has clawed one position, but is the Mulsanne straight? You've got the speedy boys, the BMWs, now slowly spreading those wings side by side between Athul Bhaskar and Koushik Tummala. Tanish Agarwal not knowing what to do in this situation, and Koushik Tummala breezing past with that extra slipstream and speed into P2. Now does Athul Bhaskar have a response? The gap now under half a second. This is where Hadik Pari, with his infinite speed, simply cannot do anything. It is just the nature of slipstream is going to draw you in, and you can see visibly, second on second, Athul Bhaskar clawing back that gap. Will he go down the inside at the end of this straight? We'll have to wait. Yeah, it definitely does. He positions him wide. Kanak Satam is also very, very close. It's like a double slipstream for Athul Bhaskar, which is like really helping his case.
He's
Takes a
back.
wide line. But now the four of them and then two others, they're super, super close to each other. And this is fantastic battling all through the track of Sector 1.
Yep, I think Danish is going to be just in the box seat right now because Adit Pari is not getting away. And this 4 tenths or 2.5 tenths right now is very dangerous for him. I think, again, Athul trying to think about the championship, not trying to make any rash moves. And Adit Pari going wide, Kanak going wide. Will Athul get an overspeed or get the switchback done? No, I think as of now, Kanak still keeps his P2, but Athul trying to get some side draft in. We have some people going into the gravel at the end of the Mulsanne straight. So, yeah, but side by side again going into Indianapolis. Will Kanak back out this time? I don't think so because Tanish is closer. If Kanak decided to back out, Tanish might send an opportunistic move or dive down the inside. But we will see. At this time, I think Kanak will try to keep it chill. No, I think, he does the same thing as he did last lap and try to set himself up going into the Porsche Cups again.
And it is a long race, boys and girls. You do not want to be losing front wing. You don't want to be making unnecessary damage. It is getting a little lighter there on the top. Just a little behind these two. Arav Shakunt is now in P5. Probably trying to get back into the action. Priyan Joban and Abdul Muqeed now P6 and 7 kind of entering the fray of things. But let's jump back into the action, going into Porsche Cups. How do these cars tackle the dirty air? From slipstream to dirty air now, it's a completely different ball game. Tanish Agarwal, who did fantastically in this corner, absolutely dominating and moving into P1, is just watching the likes of Athul Bhaskar put all that pressure. Hardik Pari really having his Achilles heel be the Porsche Cups. Somehow just managed to get across. Let's see how it is.
I mean, all 4 cars have fishtailed through the Porsche Cups at the 4 chicane. So, yeah, it's great. Very close. Again, very, very close. And Arav Shakunt is not far behind at all. So, yeah, I mean, 5 first race for the win. Yeah, more than what you would have asked for, to be honest.
Indeed, Aradhya Gupta is stuck. Just talking about other tales going on the track, Aradhya Gupta is stuck with the likes of Iman Khan. Absolutely.
James Robin has crossed past. Sorry to cut you off. James Robin has gone past both of them. Yeah, he's making good inroads. P12. I mean, to be honest, I think he has pace for the top 6. Definitely for the top 6. So he has to place pit stops well. As we see Priyansh being the first bottleneck in this entire pack. I think we'll have two separate packs if Abdul Muqeed is not able to get past. One, the train led by Priyansh, and then the top 5 just having multiple seconds.
Indeed. But now we go back to the Mulsanne straight. You got the gap is going to deteriorate, if dare I say eliminate, by the end of it. But Hardik Pari still staying strong 10 minutes into the last race of the season. I think that Porsche really, really good on a straight line and absolutely not budging from the racing line at all, sticking to it. And these 4 are just going line and stern, and it's a beautiful scene, and I must say. But little behind, you've got Abdul Muqeed unsettling Priyan Shoban as much as he possibly can. He's using all of that slipstream and then some. Will he make a move?
Athul is going to make a move. Sorry, apologies, but I think Athul is going to just make a move. Yes, he does. That Lambo is quick, to be honest with you. Kapil, I disagree with the Porsche is quick on the straight. I think the Porsche is fastest in the last sector. But yeah, I think Athul just tried to set the pace. I think he has forgot about Glyco. Apologies for cutting off to a different player. But I think this is where I think Athul is going to just set his mark and just try to get away from this pack.
That's a strong statement there, SD. We'll have to wait and watch. But yes, at this point in time, going into the Mulsanne corner, definitely on the back foot. Kanak Satam making a block pass, and this contact between these two challengers, and Tanish Agarwal with that roaring V8 gonna try to sling. Trying? But think about it, got the better exit. Kanak Satam thinking about the outside, the inside, the slipstream, anything and everything, And Tanish Agarwal with that supreme exit is just flying past the two of them
Oh, the car's
and is
bouncing on the curves.
inches away from each other. And Kang Satam very, very sensibly launches up, and Tanish has mounted the curb a little too hot there. Luckily comes out unscathed. Goes down the inside as Abdul Mukit on Priyan Chauhan, forcing an error, and finally moves up into P6.
Yeah, I think you saw the difference between the two. The Lambo taking that curve and the Mercedes taking that curve. Lambo was just able to glide it over the Mercedes. I'm not sure exactly what setup Tanish is running, but it did not like going over the curve there at Indianapolis. So, yeah, all to pay for. I think Athul has 1.7 seconds, 1.9 seconds. Hardik Pari is struggling right now in this final couple of complex of corners. Yeah, as I mentioned, Athul, I think, has set his foot. Is like no more lifting, no more coasting. I am going to just go full, all guns blazing in this stage of the race.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and you see all of the track and then some. The sign of the times that Hardik Pari has lost all of this in just the span of just a couple of corners. So we're kicking himself there to kind of let that
Not
slide.
sure about that, Kapil. It was 2 seconds. Now it's back to 1 second. So, not exactly what's happening. Is Athul just trying to, again, choreograph a race for us? I don't want to blame. I don't want to have that allegation. But I think Athul is just lifting when he's has some gap. So I think he's still keeping the distance from the P2 guy. So yeah, I think he's trying to get away in the middle sector and then try to lift and push in the final sector. So I think, again, we might just see this battle going until the pit stop. So, yeah, I mean, I honestly think that there is no one single driver who's going to get a couple of seconds or 4 seconds up the road right now.
Oh, he's got a bad exit. The Pari goes down the inside and makes the move before the quad right-hander and is already to P1. Was that a strategic move?
I'm just concerned, was that a legal move? Because I think Hardik Pari just went wide off the racing line, not between the white lines, but I think it was legal. He's not giving the position back right away. So we're going to go get a side draft from the Porsche right there, and I think we have lost him. There it is, that Porsche with his lights turned on due to the overcast weather, and just about keeping within 2 tenths, within 3 tenths, and he has got a good exit. Got a better exit compared to the Lambo. Watch that Porsche trying to close in, but I know that the Porsche is not that great in the straight line speed, so
will it bump draft him?
Maybe. You
No,
might be right. No, definitely not. Trying to get past him again. This jockeying position is definitely keeping out of Shikun in the hunt for the top 5, or top 4. So yeah, again, all to look for. We are loving it. Motor goes wide. Hardik Pari goes wide. Makes a mess of that corner. Athul Bhaskar trying to get a switch back. Hardik Pari blocks it very well. Again, just a tiny whisker between the two drivers, getting the slipstream, getting the side draft. And Athul Bhaskar trying to go round the outside of the Mulsanne corner after the Mulsanne straight. So let's see if we have a move. No, we don't. Hardik Pari just about keeps the position, and Tanish again. P4, best seat in the house. He doesn't need to use his tires up. He doesn't need to use much of his fuel. Let these two drivers keep it within, as we see the the Lambo just about getting it stopped and not hitting the McLaren driver.
Oh, Priyan Chauhan made another mistake and is moved down to P8. Herman Randhawa, the winner of race 3, moved up into P7. Now looking at the action, looks very, very close. There's going to be a bit of movement there going into the next set of corners. Now who's going to be the brave one who's going to back out? Looks like Priyan Chauhan just slightly let's go, saying, hey, I'm going to get my time in just a moment's notice. And try to make some moments.
It's very close again. Athul Bhaskar just about within half a second, but he's going to be losing a lot of time in the last sector due to the dirty air. So let's see what the gap is after the Porsche curves. Let's see just about what the gap is between the top fourth and the fifth position. I think it's around 30 or it's about 4 to 5 seconds. So yeah, this pack has gone off a little, gone ahead. Arav, even with this battling, doesn't have the pace, so he currently has secured P5 in his own race. He's doing his own race, so again, we'll be waiting for if any shenanigans or if any incidents happen. As you see again, Kapil, you did notice, right? This is the second time or the fourth or the third time in the race where Athul loses so much time in the last sector. Moto or Hardik Puri gains a second on him in the last sector. So yeah, I mean, that car characteristics is definitely coming into play here. The Lambo very quick in the first and second sectors, but the last sector, the Porsche is just let's say smashing the other cars, and looks like Tanish is either saving or is running out of tires there.
So from what I can see, and this is a bit of a observation on everyone but the top four, Arav Shakunt is not getting any benefit of the the slipstream, and he's losing time very heavily, especially on the front. So you see, going into this set of corners is 3.6 seconds, but as he maybe in 2 minutes time clears all of finishes all of the straights, he's going to lose so much time to the rest of the pack. He was 2 seconds before, 2 laps ago, and now the gap has increased so much. It's like kind of disheartening to see what's coming. And looking at Kanak Satam, he's lifted off before the braking zone, saying, "Oh man, I'm going to bide my time here. No point in making the move so early." He's just so close at the wrong time, according to him. And yeah, Athul Bhaskar stays in P2.
Yep, the gap has gone back up to 2 seconds. This is the first time I think Moto has done a decent job in the first two sectors of the race. Just have a look at the gap, folks. If it goes to 4 seconds, that means Athul is losing a lot of time in the last sector. So yeah, that might prove the instance as we see a gaggle of cars behind Abdul Mukeed and Arav Shakunt. I'm not sure what happened to Arav Shakunt. He is losing a lot of time, and that's him losing the position to Abdul Mukeed. So yeah, Abdul Mukeed or ABD moves up to P5, and Arav Shakunt try to do a switchback, try to get the position back. Again, side by side, both Beamers. If they're running the same setup, there's not going to be much that Arav Shakunt can do. Definitely not running the same setup as we see Abdul Mukeed, even without the slipstream aiding on Arav Shakunt. So Shakunt running a little higher downforce. Definitely.
Tanish Agarwal!
What happened? He has huge damage and he returns back in the pits, and that's DNF. What happened there? Did his wheel disconnect? It might be a case of that, because I'm not sure exactly what happened there. We'll probably look into it at the end of the race, but that's another contender, not for the championship, but for the race win, out of this race, and very gutted for Tanish right there.
Stranger things happening. Fortunately, getting the better of him. We'll jump to a replay at the start of the next lap. We'll get you that juicy footage. But as it stands here, that setup difference between Abdul Mukeed and Arav Shakunt really coming to the clutch for Abdul. And yeah, he's just walking away. But I think this is where Arav Shakunt will come alive. He's got more downforce on the car, going into the Porsche curves, where it's going to pay a bit of dividends. We'll see how that pans out.
Yep, gap ahead. The top three have settled quite well. I think, yeah, Moto has done well in this, and Arav Shakunt losing the rear of the car, not getting the best of the setup or best of the tires. We see a yellow flag. Do we have someone crashed in there? Yes. Who is that? Is that Kanak? That is Kanak. Oh, I guess Kanak doesn't have damage. We can't say from this here, but looks like he has made a mess of the Porsche curbs, and that's his championship. That's his race done, nearly, you can say. Probably not going to be battling or not going to be troubling the top two there, and Kanak going into the pits quite early, again making a mess of that as well. And sorry, is that okay? We have reached the midpoint. Apologies. I think every driver is just going to pit early here, and trying to
I don't
make
know
the
if you
best of
noticed
it.
it,
Yeah,
but Abdul Muki is straight lining the pit entry there. No, no care given to track limits, using the esports line just to gain some position. I don't know if the stewards will have a look at that, if that was mentioned in the driver briefing.
everyone has missed the box.
Oh my god, what is going on here? But where's Hardik Pari? He's the one in the pit box. He's the first one in. He's the leader. Who comes out in front? You've okay. That's Apur Semwal, who's trying to find his way into his box line, and Athul Bhaskar is undercut him in the
I think
pits.
I think he has taken less tires, or he has taken no tires. It's kind of interesting, as we have told you before, right? Atul does like to take the old tires till the end of the race. That looks like either a good pit stop or let's say not four tires. So yeah, we'll find out. That looks like a 6-second gap to you, isn't it?
The gap is well under 2.5 seconds, buddy.
Okay. So that means it's a better pit stop. Definitely both have taken the same amount of tires. So yeah. Again, I think going into the pits, Boto had Hardik Pari had a gap of 3 seconds. Again, we'll find out at the end of the race or from the drivers itself. But again, I have an inclination that I think Atul has taken 2 tires instead of 4.
Well, looking at the pack at the moment, Harman Randhawa is little under 2 seconds and now attacking and challenging Abdul Muqeed. Arav Shakunt has gone 1 lap extra, so he is currently the race leader provisionally for the time being. We'll have to see how he comes in, where he lines up in between these two in P4 and P5. Ankit Tyagi as well, he had a rocky start, but a good middle stint. Pace coming in clutch there, good setup, using all the track there. But yeah, missing
Everyone.
completely. Yeah, all 3 of them, and oh my goodness, that's
four
very
tires for you without
creative.
blankets. Yep.
Very creative set of lines there, obviously not intentionally, but yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles right now in the main pack.
Yep. Abdul Muqeed currently running on net P3. So yeah, that's a good race for him till now. But he will have Harman Randhawa and Ankit and Kanak hot on his tail. So you need to probably look out for the battle for P3 right now at the end of the race.
Kanak Satam has a drive on his hands. He's got 21.5 minutes to make up 3 positions here. So does he have the strategy? Because Abdul Muqeed is running a little bit of a sleepy setup, must be said. So we will definitely be on the lookout for that. Harman Randhawa, fantastic start, I must say. Really, from the back of the field up to what is now net P4, awesome showing. Simply put, awesome. Ankit Tyagi behind him, and then yeah, just a little bit away is the rest of the middle. Let's stay on board with these 3 at the moment.
Yeah, this is going to be the closest battle probably. As behind Kanak, I think. This guy is close if I'm not wrong. Priyansh, right? So yeah, Priyansh is close as well.
Yeah, Priyansh Chauhan had a bad pit stop. He was very close to Abdul Muqeed, and now he's oceans away. He made a mistake at the in lap, shall I say. So he not necessarily have the pace on Kanak Satam, but he'll try to stick with him as much as he can. James Robin from P10 to P9. Shiv Kiran hard on his tail, so a decent showing from Shiv Kiran. He's been able to transform that poor qualifying results to something a little more manageable, and he's hot on the tail of a championship contender, must be said. So good showing from him so far.
Yep, I think Arav Shakunt will be pitting on this lap. I think he probably is. That will definitely get Atul up into P1, while Hardik and Abdul will be the provisional podium position runners right now. Yeah, the only Lexus on track, if I'm not wrong, Ankit there. He's doing quite well. Lexus is quite decent on the straight, so we'll figure out exactly where Arash Chakud comes out. Currently has lost at least 3 positions. This definitely would put him behind James Robin and even Shiv Kiran. So yeah, looks like he's going to come out in P. Is that P10? Yeah, definitely P10. So it's gonna be interesting.
Gonna be kicking himself for that mistake. He was so well and truly in P4. I believe it was in P3,
P3,
yeah.
net P3 right now, yeah.
And now with this bad stop, I think he's bolted on a fresh pair. See how that pans out, but the big loser with that overcut.
Yep, Athul keeping ahead 3.5 seconds, 3.2 seconds ahead of Hardik. See, Athul quite known to keep the tires alive and gaining the time with the pit. So let's see if that gap comes down by the end of the race there for Hardik Pari and Athul Bhaskar.
Sorry.
Is Kanak gain time? Yes, Kanak has gained time. He is gaining on Ankit, but still more than 4 seconds gap between the two.
286 and he brings super late, perfectly hitting his braking markers. Oof, textbook chef's kiss of a move from Priyanshu. One moves up into P6. I thought Kanak had that in the back, but he's being eaten up by the mid pack right now, and he's on the back foot. That's amazing.
Yep, I don't know what happened there. I think either Kanak has some damage or just misjudged the braking altogether there, and Priyansh just taking his normal braking line and just sends it down the inside, and Kanak completely got his legs taken away from him. So going to be interesting. Is it going to be Kanak trying to make a move for P3, or is going to be Priyansh? We'll figure it out. Next 17 minutes.
Oh man, just when you think there's two tiers out there, just the pace of everybody just comes alive, and there's that grit that they show throughout the lap. And I honestly, I'm absolutely loving that move, and I'm seeing Koushik Tummala not just simply able to walk away from it, he's actually on the back foot right now. It's just showing that the caliber right now at the end of season 1 is just so goddamn good, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Final 16 minutes to go for the final race of LMU Season 1 and IRC powered by Racesims. So, yeah, we have Athul, the current championship leader, the current, let's say, provisional championship winner, MP1, 3.3 seconds ahead of Hardik Puri, who had made a great start at the start of the race. A great race start, but it was not able to keep the lead and did not have a good pit stop as well. So, yeah, he's going to be chasing right now, Athul, for the last 15 minutes. If Hardik Puri gets past Athul, that still won't be enough for Hardik Puri to win the championship, and Athul will re-crown your inaugural LMU Season 1 or LMU League winner for the first season, or the inaugural season of LMU at IRC. So yeah, it all looks really well for going on for Athul, but still have 15 minutes to go, Kapil.
Yeah, I ain't over until the fat lady sings, and singing towards the high notes of Athul Bhaskar. Domination throughout the track, domination throughout the season, and still on the top step. But yeah, as it stands, you've got the likes of Ankit Tyagi now under a second. Not Shiv Kiran. Did I say Shiv Kiran? I meant, I don't know who I meant. Yeah, Shiv Kiran is in the battle. He's got a fantastic pit stop, and he's now in P8. And who is ahead of him? That's James Robin attacking the likes of Koushik Tummala. What is happening to Kanak's pace? I think that offing in Sector 3 all those laps ago has done some serious damage to him, because he's got no pace whatsoever.
might be damaged, might be old tires. He probably wanted to save some time and not lose as many positions, and might be on older tires as well. So yeah, he just wants to get this race over and done and complete the season. He has missed a couple of rounds as well, so I think just wants to get the season done and over with. So yeah, as of now, it looks like Ankit Tyagi and Abdul are the contenders for the final step of the podium. So 30 minutes. Let's see who comes out on top. Back, folks. Athul still leading 4.8, 4.9 seconds ahead of Hardik. So yeah, he's just showing up. He's just showing off right now, showing his true pace. He was just battling, I guess, after Hardik so that we can have a good session going on. But yeah, looks like Hardik Pahi has no response to Athul's pace right now, and it's all going good for the championship leader. We have a gaggle of 4 cars behind James Robin. I'm not sure exactly what happened to Kanak. He lost 2 positions, one to James and one to Sai Tarun. And Araf Shakunt is also in the race. So yeah, Kanak probably trying to make moves, trying to keep the car within the track limits, not getting even further damage. So yeah, it looks like he's running very slow on the straights as well. Araf Shakunt nearly catches up to him as we see.
I'm just going back. I need to look at these moves, right? He was in the lead of this pack. What happened? Did he get eaten up alive? He just
he's having so less straight line speed. I don't think that was.
No, he let him go.
People go. We don't have a throttle trace right now, but looks like Kanak just doesn't have the top end at the end of the straight. If you look at it, yeah, it looks like he doesn't have the grunt. So I'm not sure exactly what happened.
I don't see him gaining anything.
He does have the grunt here. We just let them go. Probably he might be right. Or just braking early. I'm not sure exactly what is happening.
He's letting him go. That's ridiculous.
Sure exactly.
Okay, that's very, very, very interesting. Alright, let's get back on live. We are under the lights right now, going little over 10 minutes to go in the Grand Prix. Abdul Muqit is 1/10 behind. Oh, Ankit Tyagi has made the move.
Ankit has gotten past. Yep.
I'm gonna see that move. I'm gonna see that move pan out. Not here. Nope. Yeah. There we are.
Might be just a straightforward move.
Going in Indianapolis. Oh, gets that curve also sorted. Gets the apex too. So I'm not sure where he lost that time. But he's still ahead. Must be the final corner into the right-hander. Oh, misses that apex and that's I guess that sweet X's. You could hear the Lexus charging right behind. But they're still not really gaining as much. So what does Abdul Muqit do now? I'm very, very curious. Oh, he makes that Lexus very, very, very prominent. Going to the inside of the first right-hander of the Porsche curves. And Abdul Muqit has been slammed wide. Absolutely no remorse there, ladies and gentlemen. And Ankit Tyagi takes himself into P3. And there we go. He's on the back foot right now. There's contact between Harman Randhawa and Abdul Muqit. Oh man, he really went on the back foot there and loses 2 positions as a result.
Harman Randhawa go P9. Yeah, it came out worse of the incidents there. So
yeah.
I'm
gonna go back. Let's look at Tanish Agarwal. He's been in the pits for a while. He's been
probably at the end of this lap. Yep, in the second part, just okay. Yeah, exactly what happened here. Go on board. Oh, what? It's already going slow. What happened there? He not take fuel. Oh no, that's the wheel disconnecting. That's definitely the windows correcting, my friend. I can figure it out because there's no caution.
Oh my
Oh no, I
goodness.
know. I feel so bad for this guy. He has the pace, but his hardware just gives up. It's been the second or the third race in the season that is happening. I mean, he's so lucky to not just career into the pack there. So good there. Um, yep, Ankit. Again, don't know exactly what happened with Ankit and Abdul. Is it going to be definitely looked by the stewards? So we'll find out. But yeah, Ankit Tyagi might just gap Abdul by a lot of seconds. So again, the penalties or whatever retrospectively been paid might not be enough. But yeah, Ankit currently has the final step of the podium as we have James Robin up to P5. I think probably the driver of the day. What do you think? He's clawed back all the positions all the way starting from P15 or P16. So it's an incredible job. Not sure where Aditya Gupta is. He was doing well. I'm not sure if he was having some form of incidents as we see Axxel Sam right on the back end of Piyush. Oh, sorry, is that Priyansh?
Priyansh, yeah.
Priyansh has made a mistake. Definitely has made a mistake. He was behind Kanak or in and around Kanak. So yeah, definitely he's going to be kicking himself as he was in the contention for the top 3. So all third position today. So yeah, probably has made a mistake somewhere.
Let's go back and see what happened to Priyansh. He's still in this pack. He's still in this pack. Oh no, he's with Herman Randhawa.
Did he get caught by Herman Randhawa or wait? What? He's already been. Oh wait, no. I think when Herman Randhawa spun, I think he might have taken Priyansh with him.
Still with them. Still with them. He's all by him lonesome here. Who is that? No, still behind. Still behind.
Did he get a second pit stop?
Second pit stop. What are these people doing?
Yeah, I think he might have missed just the fuel. Might have missed just the fuel. Yeah.
We do be like that sometimes. What can we do?
Wait,
Yogi.
James Harden lost a lot of positions.
No, he's in P7.
He was P5. He was P5. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Okay, let's have a look.
Probably made a mistake. Oh, wait, we did see. Something we saw. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to see.
No, he's still ahead. At this point, I think in a couple of corners time, he's going to make a big mess up.
Probably positives might go wide. And so folks, we are just seeing the replays right now. What's a huge tank slapper keeps it with it. I mean, good save to be honest. Beautiful save from him. Does that unsafe rejoin? Kinda, but not pass around, so he's okay.
So good.
But yeah, again, back to P6. So Kanak made a mistake somewhere. And Kanak is not having the best of the times right now. As not sure exactly what happened to Hardik Parikh. He's 13.7 seconds behind. So I guess the pace at Athul Bhaskar is so red hot that Hardik Parikh cannot keep up or making mistakes of his own. So yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of flashing there.
I just want to point out, I know there's flashing, but I just want to point out Ankit Tyagi has dropped to P9. He was running P3. Now it's Abdul Mukid back. So we have so many changes that we are missing right now. But we can go back and have a look at it.
We will. But there's a move for P4. Arashakund with that very bad overtake. But the supreme pace with those new tires is coming up clutch. And now he's just 4 and a bit seconds with 5 minutes on the clock remaining in this season. Yeah, a good standard drive for him. But he's got that slipstream acting against him this time around. And number 95, Lightning McQueen aka Shiv Kiran going side by side. Will he close the door? He does. Arav Shakun tries for a move, a switchback, a redive, and a very, very late braking move, I must say, and cleanly gets the position back from Shikran. Shikran must be scratching his head like, how did I let that happen so cleanly? It was beautifully executed. Okay.
I think Ankit Tyagi. Yep.
Ankit Tyagi was the man on the hot seat in P3 a few minutes ago. He went back into the pits.
I'm not sure exactly what is going on. I think these guys were under fueling, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, these guys might have misjudged the fuel very badly.
There seems to be a math problem here. Just for this race, so many drivers getting caught out. But very, very, very happily in P3. No damage. No, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. His face looks hot throughout these curves, and they just says okay.
I think you need. I think the 2 tanks is not enough. What I'm understanding, everyone might need to do a little bit of LICO, and these folks I think might not have enough. They're not done enough to keep that extra lap in. So yeah, looks like it. James Robin back into P6. I think that's because of Ankit Tyagi's demotion. Let's see if someone runs out of fuel, couple, because I think Athul might be doing one more lap. So Athul might be on the final lap. Can we go on board him?
Last lap, yes. No, not yet.
So next one round will be the final lap. Will everyone have fuel to get back into the or complete the race? Look at the amount of lift and coast he's doing. You notice that? It's more than probably like 600 meters lift and coast. It's insane. Yeah, these guys definitely have just about have enough fuel. Otherwise, it would have been a 2-stop. I think Hardik Pari is also losing time because of that. He's also doing a lot of lift and coast. 20 seconds of lift. I mean, definitely is lift and coast. You see where he's lifting, my friend. Yeah, these guys just about have enough fuel to get to the checkered flag without doing another pit stop. That might not be the case for Abdul Muqeed and the drivers behind. Even Hardik Pari, we never know. There may be someone who will run out of fuel. That might change the championship standings even. If Athul cannot make it, you never know. Can we go on board RF Shakur, couple? He is a second behind Hardik. I think Hardik Pari might see. Yep, Abdul Muqeed has to cut back into the pits because he doesn't have enough fuel. Look at RF Shakur. He's just half a second behind Hardik Pari. I think he has enough fuel to get there. Yes, Hardik Pari is run out of fuel. He has to do a LICO of more than probably 600 meters as well. So don't count out Araf Shakur. He might have done enough lift and coasting because if you remember correctly, I think he did have an incident, right? So he might have, used less fuel compared to Hardik Pari and Athul. So yeah, don't count him out. See, look at the amount of lift and coasting. Oh, now it makes sense, Kapil, why Kanak was letting them go. Because Kanak was lift and coasting. We completely did not notice that at all.
200 IQ there from Kanak, but yeah, he's back up into P4. Everything is sorting itself out. Ankit Tyagi in P5 with that early stop. Abdul Muqeed losing out, having to pit on the last lap. So unfortunate scenes for him.
I will not count Araf Shakur. Still not winning this race, I don't think he's lift and coasting. Athul definitely is. 17 seconds. I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't say that he's completely out of the win. He's definitely is. We'll see.
17 seconds is a lot.
Look, he's lifting here. Look at Athul Bhaskar where he's lifting. Bro, that's easily like that's around 5 seconds right there. Look at the gap coming down just after Araf Shakur gets past the Multan straight. This is not over, folks. This is definitely not over. We do have a couple of long straights still up ahead. This might be close, folks.
Very close indeed. 3 seconds last corner around. He's lifting. Lifting like 10 seconds before, and the gap is scintillating down. And Athul feels like he's not doing enough. The gap from 14.5 is now up to down to 12 seconds.
Don't forget we do have a couple of more straights going into the last corner as well. So this might be like he might miss out by 3 seconds if I'm not wrong. So is he lifting coasting as well? No, he's not.
No, he's not. He is on the pace. He's actually doing a fastest personal best.
Yeah, this is going to be close, folks. I will not count this out. It's going to be at least like around half, probably 5 seconds to 4 seconds, but Athul might have done just enough. Might have done just about enough, but will he run out of fuel before I don't think so. He's probably doing just enough. But Arashakon, what a race from him. I think he did the best. To be honest with you, he might have done the best strat if he's able to close down so much at the last couple of corners. And Athul probably has done enough. He's going to go past the four curves that are coming up, 4 chicanes, and lifting so far early that might be starting in the last race. So, yeah, he's going over the curves. 8 seconds, not enough at all. Athul.
Look at the
Final
difference.
corner, Nirma. He
406.
is your Season 1 championship winner, and that's Athul Bhaskar winning Le Mans, winning the last race of the season, and your championship winner for Season 1. And Arav Shakund comes 3, I would say that's around 5 seconds gap if I'm not wrong. And brilliant race from Arav Shakund right there. As we see, Hardik Pari, Moto coming around the final corner. He finishes around, let's say around 5 seconds behind. And that's your top 3. And Kanak was also very close. So
He ran out of fuel in the last corner. Just coasted
okay.
into it. Oh, we've got Abdul Mukid and Ankit Tyagi who switched positions all around, and both of them went into the pits in different laps. Oh, inches away from each other at the end, but Ankit Tyagi gets that P5. Fantastic showing from him. Abdul Mukid is P6. Shiv Kiran all the way from the back of the grid. What a showing, man. P7. Good, nice finish for him.
I'm surprised no one ran out of V, so definitely might not be a V issue. I mean, I just saw one picture from Atul right now. He has put up in the chat, and I see he was on 0.2 V, so close into getting into the top. Let's say a DSQ, or let's say 180 seconds being put up. So yeah, that's your top 3, and we will see how we'll get the top 3 drivers into this session right now.
Well, this is just a great showing from all of them. Apur Semwal, an amazing season all the way till the end. But yeah, this time around, this track simply not sitting well with him. Finishing in a lowly P13 has got to hurt his prize winnings. Unfortunately, moves up into P12 with the end, with all those issues. Nail Pouja in P14, Vijay Agarwal in P15. And there you have it, folks. I mean, what more can I say? 5 races in. Domination from Athul Bhaskar. Arav Shakund with that 200 IQ strat, going in late, going in with the right amount of fuel, no LICO. Almost caught him. One more lap and he would have had him for sure. Hardik Pari in P3, getting the worst out of the fuel saving. Kanak Satam, fuel saved throughout, now in P4. Ankit Tyagi, the best of the rest. P5, Athul Mukid in P6. Ah, man. Gotta love these races.
Let me see if we can get Shakunt in the VC. I don't see him anywhere, so might not be able to drag him to this VC. Oh, I see him here. So let's drag him. Let's talk to the drivers for the final time this season. Kapil, can you do the honors? I'm not able to drag him to live, so if I request you to drag him.
Okay. Moto, okay, Hardik Pari. Well, it's been a fruitful season. A lot of tailing our boy Atul here, and a lot of interesting strategies must be said throughout the season, and especially in the last race. Walk us through the calculation, what you got right, what you got wrong, and how it all pan out.
Well, firstly, congrats to Atul. I mean, he's had a fantastic season, and yeah, congrats for the win to him. But yeah, this is probably the most bullshit, most fuck all race I've ever done in all of any sim racing event because it's absolute bullshit. There's no racing. There's just lift and coast. You're just going for a chill Sunday drive for the past 2 minutes. past 5 minutes. There's no action, nothing. I mean, this is just absolutely pathetic, and I think this format is an absolute bummer. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. Le Mans is a great track for fuel saving. It's a great track for endurance racing, but not in 45 minutes. Absolutely not. When you have a 45-minute race, you want something which is more, action packed, which is more aggressive driving. But this is just going like bunch of cucks going racing. I'm sorry, it has to be said. But yeah, I mean, it's been a fantastic season, and yeah, that's all.
Choice words there from our P3 man Hardik Pari. He's been strong all season. Another P3 to finish it off. We will check up on him, and obviously our our boys, our coordinators will take note of that. P2 and
I think,
yes.
Kapil, before we move on, I think we did have a good start, good first half. We did have people joking for position, so I would disagree completely that fuel saving is part of racing. Fuel saving is part of the strategy. So we did have good amount. I mean, the end definitely with oxygen or Arav Shakun gaining so much due to the strategy he has done was definitely some another aspect of racing we have to look into. So I do disagree. Again, that also needs to be said. But yeah, we did have a good race. It's not like it was boring. At least I don't know, not for the drivers, but for the viewers, definitely it was something to be excited about.
Oh, nobody said boring. It was this was a curveball and a half, I must say. Pit stops are not the only way to throw curveball. Weather is not the only way to throw curveball. And this time, I think the coordinators went above and beyond in terms of creating this fuel shortage, as if it's Bangalore and we have a water shortage. So definitely something new here. Arup Shakunt, Oxygen, are you with us?
Yes.
Buddy, how was your race? An outstanding result. Nearly had Atul here by the end of the race. Just
Yeah.
2.5 bit. Walk us through that, mate. What went through your mind, and how did you manage to secure that P2?
First off, congrats to Athul. Insane fuel saving, insane season. Completely deserved that win. But yeah, that first stint, disagree with Motto. Motto was pushing the entire time, so he didn't think of strategy. That's not really their fault. Like in that battle at the front, I don't know if you guys noticed on stream, but some people were fuel saving and some people were not. Like you would see that some people had like 10% more energy than the others. You'll see Tanish and I was fuel saving. Others were half fuel saving, some were absolutely not fuel saving. So I just used that battle to kind of just, I realized that, this isn't going nowhere. This whole pack is going nowhere. Everyone's slow as hell. So might as well fuel save at this point of time. And I knew that one stint you have to take it to 6 laps. And nobody really was thinking about that. I saw everyone's battery. I'm like, okay, I think if it goes to the 6th lap, if I just do not panic, I think I can do it. So in the first stint, you'll see at the end, I went to the pits at 0% battery. I had 0.1 laps. I lost about 15-20 seconds in one lap in the end. But yeah, it somehow worked out. I was so scared that I'll get a stop and go. But yeah, somehow made it work.
Yeah, I mean, we did notice that you did pit one lap later than all the drivers on the grid. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, definitely something a strategy to look into. I guess we did plan for this before, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
every single driver probably, other than the people who pitted again, were on you can say a single decimal point at the end of the race. So I did see Moto or Atul Bhaskar having 0.2 left at the end. So yeah, it's been, I
yeah.
mean, either you have the first stint, as you mentioned, the first stint very low or the last stint very low. And to be honest with you,
Yeah.
I think with the pace that Atul showed, I think, not sure exactly how we were able to gain so much in the last couple of laps or last 3 laps on this track. So yeah, kudos to you. I mean,
Yeah.
well judged, well managed. Just barely there, although championship was never, of course, in contention. But you did do an insane drive today, and hopefully we'll see you do the same things in the next seasons of LMU as well.
Thank you so much.
Kapil, you want to take over the championship winner? I was going to
No,
say
no,
leader
all you,
again, but
all you.
it is definitely I've definitely closed out the championships. No more rounds to go, Atul. It is safely within your grasp, safely. You can say two hands on the championship right now. So yeah, how was the race? A little bit of squeaky bum time, if I may say so, at the end, but did just about enough with the battling with the start. I mean, to be honest, Tanish was P1, but you were ahead at the line. I don't know how that works, but there was a little bit of a conundrum at the start as well for you. But how was the race for you, Atul, before we move on to the championship?
Uh, First of all, thank you for having me again. And in regards to the strategy, actually, I had no clue how it would turn out to be. I think there was two pits that I was considering, but when I realized people are saving, and when I realized I could save, I was trying to make it, but with Arav, I think his name is Oxygen. He with him being in free air or maybe not battling someone, it was not that hard probably to fuel save. But when you're battling against Moto and we have others, Kanak and Tanish also with you, it was a bit difficult to fuel save. But yeah, uh, tried to make it as much as I could. I wasn't really sure in the end if I'll make it or not. I was probably thinking that Oxygen would get the win. I just want to cross the finish line, but yeah, I had just enough of the gap to make it.
Yeah, I mean, not only the win, if you had a 180-second, to be honest with you, the championship might be in a bit of jeopardy, but Moto was in the same boat as you, so probably not. With Semvar also not having a good race, so you definitely had probably secured the championship at that time. But how was the season for you? I mean, barring, I guess you have you're the only, probably not the only driver, but you could say I'm the driver that I can think of on the top of my head that probably have done all the races this season, and I definitely have capitalized um, with a few misattendances from Kanak, incidents between Tanish, incidents between Moto. I mean, you're the driver who kept it clean, kept it, let's say, very, very calm and collected. So, how was the season for you in general?
It was a good one actually. Ha- Getting 2x tire wear and 2x fuel induces like an additional amount of unsurety to the race that you can't really get with flat out racing, and that's kind of the reason why we went to the format. And it also kind of pushes the new drivers that comes into the server and with us in IRC and LMU in that regard. It helps them to understand like what works, what doesn't, and managing is as much as a part of racing. So yeah, it was a great season. It was as I'm the coordinator, it was so lovely to watch everybody do side by side battling. Talk about racing in general. The server's alive, it's going well, and hopefully new and better seasons to come ahead.
Definitely. Thank you so much for putting your efforts. Again, as a co-founder, I'm definitely very pleased with how the season went. Of course, every season has its own up and down, but I think our first season in LMU has been a good one. Participation and let's say the overall intention and the attitude of the people were really great. Hopefully, we'll have good sessions or good seasons going into the next year, 2026, with hopefully more races. Definitely, we'll be looking forward to a bigger championship and races where we don't have any issues with attendances. Again, that's the plan. But yeah, thank you again, Atul, for first of all, congratulations on the win. Your inaugural LMU winner or championship winner at IRC here. Of course, BMW takes in the team championship, but again, there was never a question with the amount of VPs on the grid. So that's your, let's say, end of the LMU season here. I'm going to quickly give a shout out to Tanish as well. I'm sorry, but this is something from my own accord I want to bring out because that man definitely is one of the quickest drivers here in LMU, but had been having hardware issues where he's not able to finish the races. So, I mean, if he did not have again, Atul, for your knowledge, his wheel also disconnected today. You probably would have known it, but if I have to be honest with you again, if buts and maybes, but he definitely would have been well to contention for the win today as well. So yeah, that's your race 5 or the last race of the season done. Couple, I will leave it up to you to close it.
I mean, from my side, being an observer from the get-go, honestly, there's so many people to thank. You've got the likes of Kanak and Deepak who've been our ACC coordinators from the longest time. They've been pouring their time, effort, and sweat into making everything non F1 the best it can be, the hardcore sim racing scene, along with the likes of our stewards, Kuru Vijay, you've got Path, you've got a whole host of members, you've got the likes of JK with the editors, you've got Axxel Sam with the music, you've got Swagger, Axel with the commentary. It's a big team that makes these seasons happen. And I'm saving the best for last because if you were to ask me, someone who's been in this community for the last 5 years, would we have an LMU season, an LMU community, someone who's so dedicated about everything? I would laugh at your face because things don't move so quickly here. But honestly, all props and then some to our championship leader, our coordinator, our, I must say, catalyst to having Lemon Ultimate in IRC. 100 thank you to Atul for bringing in that drive here at IRC. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here and for everything that you've done for us. Simply so mesmerizing to have you kind of push us to jump into this amazing sport. Must be said, it is a fantastic title for that everyone should consider if you're getting into hardcore sim racing. So really thank you for all of that. And finally, I cannot forget, the unspoken heroes, Racesims, Mr. Tambu, for sponsoring this season, for making sure that we have everything that we need to set up all of that you see here today. None of this would have been possible without them. So thank you so much. Please do check out Racesims. He's a fantastic bloke who will help you out with a custom sim rig, equipment, wheel, the works. He's got your back. He's got you sorted. So thank you very much for all the support, and do show him some love. Atul, for everything that you've done, I want to give you the last rights to close off the season. Any final words from you?
If you have the same or you don't have the same, please pick it up, join us. We'll be very much enthusiastic about hosting more sessions and seasons in the future. And yeah, we hopefully see you all soon.
All right, see, folks. Hope to see you in the server soon. Until then, take care, stay safe. See you on the other side. Bye bye.